Hola, ¿qué tal chicos? Soy Álvaro Reyes y como veis estoy en un paraíso, estoy en Playa del Carmen. Esto es increíble, he venido aquí hace 5 días, he estado haciendo un taller de seducción, me lo estoy pasando muy bien y resulta que me he encontrado hoy por aquí con Mario Tomic. Hola. Es un experto en fitness, es un experto en nutrición y es un crack en todo lo que hace. Tiene un canal de YouTube con 50.000 seguidores, sube vídeos diariamente a YouTube, se lo curra demasiado, encima es un chico que está continuamente viajando a diferentes países y grabando vídeos de fitness desde cada país, es algo increíble. Y aprovechando que estamos aquí, quería hacerle una serie de preguntas, porque como veis, yo no estoy en forma y quiero ponerme en forma porque vosotros todos los días me estáis recordando lo gordo que estoy yo, perdón. Entonces, bueno, aprovechando que hoy tenemos a Mario, aprovechando que tenemos consejos de gran calidad para cambiar nuestra vida, hoy quiero preguntarle a Mario qué 3 tips nos puede recomendar para mejorar nuestra vida física. So, Mario, what is the best 3 tips you can give to the Spanish people to change their life, change their physical life, and have a better life?
All right, awesome. Great to be here, man. We ran into each other randomly because I was here in Playa del Carmen. I think you saw my Instagram post from one of the gyms here, and he was like, "Oh, you're in Playa del Carmen. I'm as well. Let's meet up." And I think we go way back to Barcelona when I was living there. And from what I could understand, you were doing an intro in Spanish. My Spanish is really bad, so I won't say anything about that. So 3 tips for someone starting out, right?
Of course.
Okay, so 3 tips. 3 areas that you want to figure out. Number 1, you want to figure out your diet, right? That's the ultimate key. I mean, to getting rid of this thing here, it is the caloric deficit that's going to be created from the diet, right? How do you create a caloric deficit? Well, first off, all the foods that you eat have calories, right? They have an energy value. And what you do is you figure out first how many calories you're currently eating to stay the same, right? Most people are maintaining the weight around the whole year, maybe goes a little bit up on holidays, goes a little bit down for summer. But you want to figure out what is the amount of calories that you're just maintaining on. And then you want to reduce those calories, right? Now the question is, well, if it's that simple, why don't everybody does it? Like, why is it so hard, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's so hard because all the food around you is actually engineered to make you overeat. Like, the food is literally engineered in an office, in a laboratory, where people are looking for the best formula to make you overeat, to make you eat more food. That's the industry's job, right? To make you spend more money on food. Yeah. So the number 1 thing is really minimizing the amount of processed foods that you consume, right? So to make that calorie deficit easier, you minimize the processed foods to about maybe 10% of the time. So a couple of meals here and there, you go out to eat once or twice per week, but the rest of the diet, keep it simple. Keep it very, very easy to prepare, natural whole foods that are in an unprocessed state. The second key component to a diet is your protein intake. So you want to go higher on protein. Protein keeps you fuller, as well as helps you build some good muscle, right? You have some good gains, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Exactly, right? So protein is the critical variable. With the carbs and fats, there's a lot of debate whether one is good or the other. Actually, whichever direction you go, either high fat or high carb, it's fine as long as you reduce the tastiness of the diet a little bit to make sure that you can stick to the diet, right? The problem is that if you stay moderate carb and moderate fat, it opens up all these opportunities where you can eat very, very tasty foods, which are usually a combination of sugar, fat, and salt. So that makes you overeat. So generally, pick the foods that you really enjoy to eat, whether it's high carb like in Spain. Diets are higher in carbohydrates, so more rice, more things like here, tortillas, more corn-based stuff, right? But you want to maximize protein. And if you're in Spain, that's a little bit of actually a challenge, because when I was living there, if you check a meal in a restaurant, it usually doesn't come with a lot of meat. It's like a little bit of meat, like it's always on the side of more carbohydrate and fat, right? So you want to move more to a higher protein diet. And then for training, I mean, if you're just a beginner, if you're just starting out, the key is to do basic compound lifts and get to know these basic compound lifts. If you're not injured, if you don't have any past injuries, typically what I recommend is doing about 3 to 4 compound lifts in a workout and about 2 isolation movements where you kind of get some extra reps in to basically maybe for the bicep, maybe for the shoulder, maybe for the tricep. But the gist of the workout is going to be compound lifts such as squats, deadlift, overhead pressing, bench pressing, pull-ups. If you can't do it, you do the lat pull down, and you slowly add weight over time. So you just add weight over time as you learn the technique. And the final component of getting yourself in shape is to realize that it takes freaking time, right? So you can't do this overnight. I get a lot of clients and people who are generally attracted to fitness and to fast results are, well, we're a little bit brainwashed in general by marketing. And one of the parts of marketing is telling you, well, you can cut like your belly in 12 weeks, right? Or like in 4 weeks or 6-week diets, right? So it makes you incredibly difficult to manage your expectations because you're looking at yourself and you're like, what the hell? Why is this not happening when the ad said it's going to happen? So you really want to monitor your progress and see how that weight is going down slowly. And if it's not going down, then you want to make sure that you reduce the calories further or add more activity in general, become a more active person on the beach, like walk around the beach. If you don't have a walking place around, say a really good thing is just park your car 20 minutes away from your workplace and just make sure that you walk to your work, right? That's easy. And I'm gonna leave it there. There's a lot of other tips that I talk about on my channel, but if you really apply these things, like simply measure your body weight, see if the weight is not going down, keep reducing your calories, stick to unprocessed food, do compound lifts, make sure to get stronger over time, I mean, you're inevitably gonna be in a much better position than you are right now. So I'm gonna keep it, that's as short as it gets.
Yeah, keep it simple always. It's really funny because you told that you've been living in Spain.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to eat well there.
Yeah.
But look what happens in Mexico.
Exactly.
Everything is tacos, everything is cheese, everything is sauce, you know, and it's really hard for me for being here on diet, and it's like crazy. Entonces, bueno, Mario lo que nos ha dicho es muy efectivo, nos ha dado 3 consejos, yo sinceramente no los seguía, ahora es mi reto, voy a intentar hacerlo, me voy a comprometer a hacerlo y bueno, vais a ver los resultados y diré, Mario es el principal autor del éxito. Mario increased my success in the fitness. Entonces eso, y otra cosa de la que quería hablar con Mario es que muchas veces la gente que está enfocada en la seducción y la gente que está enfocada en conocer muchas mujeres solamente se centra en acción, salir a la calle, conocer a una chica, conocer a otra y piensan que van a ser mucho más exitosos con cuantas más chicas se enfrenten y eso no puede ser realmente. La seducción es algo que se cultiva en cada área de nuestra vida y el fitness y la nutrición es una de esas partes que realmente nos va a beneficiar a nosotros, tanto en salud como en nuestro cuerpo, como en la percepción que el resto tiene de nosotros y va a incrementar la atracción instantánea, porque aunque digan que no, realmente las chicas son muy emocionales. A las chicas les encanta ver lo que hay dentro, pero es cierto que si lo que ven no es atractivo, lógicamente no les va a gustar. Siempre también se van a fijar en que lo que hay fuera es atractivo, porque lo que se ve es un reflejo de lo que hay dentro. Entonces quería hacerle una pregunta a Mario para terminar este vídeo y era sobre de qué manera el tema del fitness y el tema de la nutrición puede aumentar nuestra confianza cuando estamos conociendo a nuevas chicas. So, Mario, how can fitness and nutrition help us for having better confidence talking with other guys or other women?
Got it. Yeah, I mean, I understood a little bit when you were talking in Spanish, and I
cool.
seemed to recognize a little bit of words, which is really awesome because I want to learn Spanish. So, what you're basically looking at, so you're as a person, right? When you're meeting someone, you're bringing everything you are to the table, right? You're bringing everything you are exactly to that person. So everything that you have, your hidden fears, your doubts about your body image, your doubts in general about who you are as a person, that's going to reflect exactly in the way you communicate. So working on your fitness and your nutrition, it's what we call a keystone habit, right? It's that one thing that if you fix your fitness, you're automatically going to become a little bit better in your social skills, right? You're going to have more energy. At the end of the night, you know, for example, you're like tired, you want to go home. That doesn't happen anymore because your nutrition is on point, your fitness is on point. You have amazing sex with girls, which is a really big bonus. Like, I mean, which girl literally wants to, I mean, if she wants to stay with you and if you're really bad in bed, I don't know what's wrong with her, right? She should leave you. And that's something that you also want to work on. It's a part of being a human being, right? It's like something as when we look at health and fitness, it's a part where it's going to have a ripple effect in all areas of your life, right? So when I improved my health and fitness, and I also worked on my social skills as well. I'm not saying that you should neglect that area, which is a big mistake, right? Guys always go all or nothing. You know, they're like, I'm gonna become the, what do you call, like the master pickup guy, right?
Voy a ser el mejor seductor de
yeah, he's gonna become that guy, and they completely ignore everything else, right? But if you're, let's say, 9 out of 10 in pickup,
Yeah.
in fitness, let's say in pickup, right? And your fitness is 1 out of 10. Improving your fitness from 1 out of 10 to like 6 out of 10,
Yeah.
it's gonna skyrocket your results. Because going from 9 to 10 in pickup, it's gonna be extremely difficult. Like we're going for like those last final percentages, you know. You might be a really, really cool guy, but you're not bringing a lot of things to the table. Maybe you can get that girl to hook up with you, but what else are you bringing to the table, right? Where's your health? Where's your fitness? Where's your business? Where's your general well-being? Like where's your, I would say like more higher purpose stuff, you know? And that's what's more attractive to people for keeping people with you, right? Because let's face it, I mean, if you go to a nightclub, it's like a video game, you know, it's like a video game, literally. Like nobody knows what's going on. People will end up with different types of people, but in the morning, you will, the person that is with you, the one reason why they might stay with you and why you would appreciate another person is because, number one, they're gonna see if you are working yourself. Number two, you're also gonna be seeking those high quality, attractive things in the other person because that's the person who you are. That's who you are. And that's right for me right now. If the girl I'm dating, for example, if she's not going to the gym, if she's not eating healthy, I'm not gonna resonate with her a lot because that's such a big part of my life that I can't connect with someone who is not taking care of that area of their life. So I think that's a really big issue there, is that people don't realize that if you wanna attract the fit girl, why don't you first embody those values, right? Why don't you first be that attractive guy?
Be the change you want to be.
Exactly.
In the world.
Like everybody wants the girl with like the bubble butt Instagram hashtag, you know, but nobody's doing squats in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it. I mean, of course it's possible, but is that really what you want to do in your life, right? Is that really that's all that potential that you have? Why not try it out? Why not do it? You know, what the fuck? You know, why not? That's the question. Like, why wouldn't you try to do it?
And Photoshop is not a solution.
No.
So work hard in the gym, motherfuckers.
You can't Photoshop it, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Así que bueno, agradezco mucho haberme encontrado a Mario aquí, porque como ha dicho él, lo he encontrado en Instagram, he visto que estaba por aquí en Playa del Carmen y sinceramente habérmelo encontrado para mí pues ha sido todo un reto, porque llevamos mucho tiempo intentando quedar, mucho tiempo intentando vernos y al final no ha sido en España, ha sido en Playa del Carmen. Es
It's
difícil,
incredible.
it's crazy, life is crazy.
The world is small, like the world is really, really small.
Yeah. Entonces nada, si queréis ver consejos de nutrición y fitness, Mario tiene un canal de YouTube que tiene 50.000 seguidores, da consejos muy buenos que te puedan cambiar tu vida y sobre todo suscribiros porque sube vídeos todos los días. All the days, you have daily videos every fucking day and that's amazing, that's a hard work, es súper difícil hacer eso. Yo lo he intentado, a mí me lleva mucho tiempo, él está viajando constantemente por diferentes ciudades, diferentes países y constantemente se ha comprometido a subir vídeos. Y para mí es algo maravilloso, porque no solamente subes vídeos, sino que también te cuidas la salud, con lo cual es un doble reto que tú llevas. You not only take care about the daily videos, you take care about your body, and it's a double challenge in every part of the world, and wow, that's amazing.
There's really no excuse, right? So one big thing is that you might be watching this video and you're thinking, well, this guy either has good genetics or something like that. Well, look, dude, I've been lifting for 6 years right now, every single day. I haven't missed a single workout, right? Never, right?
Wow.
I have not had any period where I wasn't consistent. My nutrition is on point 95% of the time. And look, I don't look like I lift that much, right? I look like a normal guy. And that's one thing that you have to realize, that you really have to put an effort in this, right? If you wanna achieve this, me going to the gym, like me going to like filming videos, for example, every single day, is a daily challenge. It's a daily challenge that I have to literally devote myself to, and I have to embrace that it's going to be a little bit painful. You know, I have to say, okay, some days will be hard, and that's okay. You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I just accept that, and I just keep doing my consistency. I just do the best I can.
Yeah.
Some videos are gonna be amazing. Some videos are gonna be like, okay, what the hell is going on? But that's just normal, because we all have like those ups and downs in our lives. And that's what I've noticed when I started doing daily videos, is that some days you feel amazing, the video just comes out. Some days you need like 300 attempts to make a video, right? And you realize that life just will happen anyway, right? So if you're consistent, if you're grounded, if you're like in your own world, and if you just keep doing what you're doing, if you really believe in what you're doing, the world will change a little bit to what you're doing, right? The world will adapt because I'm consistent and the world will have to adapt. You know, that's what people ask me, well, how do you get 50,000 subscribers in like 6 months, right? I'm consistent and the world is adapting. The world will soon realize for the first 20,000 subscribers, I didn't even know anybody was listening. I was just making videos. Like I was just like, hey, let's put out videos, you know, like
500 followers,
Yeah,
and you were video and video and video, and nobody knows about Mario, but the consistency made the success. Entonces, eso, si queréis realmente seguir a un crack en la consistencia, si queréis seguir a un crack que realmente no solamente es un crack, sino que predica con el ejemplo, seguir a su canal, Mario Tomic, os está esperando por allí, vídeos diarios, vídeos de gran calidad que van a cambiar vuestra mente y van a cambiar vuestro físico. Así que bueno, sin extendernos mucho más, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí viéndonos, muchísimas gracias por escuchar estos consejos, seguidlos para cambiar vuestra vida, literalmente, y nada, os dejo porque tengo que disfrutar con Mario de Playa del Carmen, tenemos todavía mucho que observar, muchas mujeres que conocer y disfrutar de este paraíso. Así que bueno, hasta pronto. Thank you, Mario, for being here. Thank you, bro.
good meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Had a pleasure.
Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta pronto, chicos. Bye.